Communication is a recipe which you serve to your listeners and your readers through effective speaking and effective writing. And this communication recipe rather becomes more delicious when you serve it in the right manner using the right ingredients at the right time. Sentence formation is one of the key ingredients to add more flavor and taste to this recipe. And in today's video, we are going to learn about types of sentences, that is simple, compound and complex, to understand how these ingredients are important to create an impact in your communication. In part 1 to part 4 of All About Sentences, we have clearly known about the elements of a sentence, the difference between a phrase, clause and a sentence, and also the kinds of sentences. But in this video, we are going to focus on the types of sentences which are rather more useful to help you in your written communication and use variety of sentences in variety of manners. If you have not seen those videos in part 1 to part 4, go to the description box and find the links there and watch them. And if you have not subscribed our channel, do subscribe our channel now and click on the bell icon to get all the updates about our upcoming videos. And also watch this video till the end so that you happen to see our interesting Quizlet at the end, which is based on this video. So let's get started. Let's talk about simple sentences first. Now simple sentences, as the name suggests, they are simple. So what all make it a simple sentence? Let's understand. A simple sentence always has a subject, a verb and object, and these combination of a subject, a verb and the object expresses a complete thought. So we need to understand this particular universal formula of a sentence in the context of a simple sentence. Next fact about a simple sentence is it is an independent clause. We have already known about the meaning of a clause in our previous videos, where we just differentiated between a sentence, phrase and a clause. That a clause is a part of a sentence and each clause has its own verb. Now a simple sentence is an independent clause. That means this independent clause or the main clause does not depend on the other clause that is dependent for its meaning. It is free in itself. It has a free spirit. We can say this is the main clause and it has its own verb. Then the third fact about a simple sentence is it has only one finite verb. Now let's understand one finite verb. Finite verb is the main verb which is important to make a sentence. If we talk about a non-finite verb, that can or cannot exist, but a finite verb is just one in a simple sentence. And if in any case two finite verbs come into play, that will not be a simple sentence. And the next fact about a simple sentence is it can exist independently. It can exist as a clause, as a part of a sentence, or it can also exist independently as a complete sentence. So these are the basic facts to understand when we talk about simple sentences. And let's understand it better with some examples. The bus was early. Here the bus is our subject and was is the finite verb, and it is just one verb which is coming in this sentence, which makes it a simple sentence. Second, Mary and Joe joined the club. Now in this sentence we have two subjects separately, but as a unit the subject is only one, but there are two persons. Now look at this word, conjunction is though there, but conjunction is connecting two words, that is Mary, Joe. So that is how we say only one verb is there in place, joined, which makes it a simple sentence. And then the third sentence, my mother punished me but not my sister. So here we have only one verb in place, that is punished, though we have a conjunction in place, but that conjunction is connecting two words, not two sentences, because conjunction's role will be clearly visible in the compound and complex sentences. So don't get mixed with the conjunction use here. we need to understand that conjunction has been used to connect two words or group of words, not to connect two sentences. So a simple sentence may have a conjunction or may not have a conjunction, but if it has a conjunction at any point of time, we need to understand that conjunction will connect two words. So that is how it is all about simple sentences. Now let's talk about compound sentences. Now you may think, when already simple sentences are in place, why do I need to use compound sentences? There is an answer for that. Compound sentences add more variety to your written communication and speaking communication. So instead of using two simple sentences, there is always an option using one sentence which combines two. So let's understand some facts related to these sentences. The first fact related to the compound sentences is there are two independent clauses in a compound sentence, or independent clauses we can call two simple sentences also. So there are two independent clauses or two simple sentences present in a compound sentence. The second fact about compound sentences is that these two independent clauses are always joined by a coordinating conjunction. Now what is a coordinating conjunction? We have already discussed that in our video on conjunctions. Again, the link is there in the description box. Coordinating conjunctions is basically fanboys. So F stands for for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, and S stands for so. So these are the coordinating conjunction. Remember them, and always they would be used to form a compound sentences. And again, there are two finite verbs in a compound sentence. When there are two independent clauses, or we can say two simple sentences, and each independent clause has its own verb, and they are joined by a conjunction which always will be taken from this fanboys. So let's understand it better with some examples. The first example we have here, she called me up but I could not answer. So here when I say she called me up, we have one verb of the first clause, she called me up, and the second verb is this, could. Again, look at this particular two sentences, she called me up, it's an independent clause. Again, I could not answer is an independent clause, and but is joining them to form a compound sentence as a conjunction. Second sentence, Naisa was not well. So here we have one finite verb, that is was. So she did not join the class. So another verb we have did and join. So again we have did as a helping verb and join as the main verb. So this is how we need to understand Naisa was not well, an independent clause having its own verb, that is was. She did not join the class is again an independent clause having its own verb. So two finite verbs are there in place. Let's look at the third example. Ben waited for Lavina, yet she complained. Now here we have one finite verb, waited, and then another finite verb is complained. So we have two sentences, simple sentences or independent clauses. Ben waited for Lavina, one independent clause, she complained, second independent clause, and these are joined by a conjunction yet. Fourth example, I went to my mother. Again the finite verb is went. First finite verb, I went to my mother is an independent clause, and asked for, asked is the second finite verb of second independent clause, and they are joined by the conjunction from the fanboys category, that is and. So few facts we have learnt about compound sentences. They are always joined by a coordinating conjunction and two independent clauses having a verb of its own. So that show that you want to be an effective writer. So if you want to be an effective writer, here comes the role of complex sentences. So why do we need to use complex sentences? The answer is very simple, that complex sentences are basically used in higher order writing skills. So because they are used in sentences or they are used in writing to create specific relation in the context. How the relation becomes specific, we will understand it in more detail. So let's first understand some facts related to complex sentences. The very first fact we have is that it also uses two clauses, but one clause is independent, like we had it in compound sentence, and the other clause, the second clause, is dependent. Dependent clause is also called subordinate clause. It means that this clause is actually dependent on the other clause, dependent on the main clause for its meaning. The second fact related to complex sentence is they are always joined or connected by a subordinating conjunction. Now subordinating conjunctions are definitely different from coordinating conjunctions, and the list is endless, not just fanboys. There are multiple number of subordinating conjunctions in English grammar. There are few examples I have written here: when, why, whereas, before, after, that, whenever, while, because, and there are many more like as, if, and all WH words, that. Let's look at some examples, and yes, next fact is two finite verbs again are used, because one clause that is independent will also have its own verb, and the dependent one will also have its own verb. The examples. Now I have here to basically specify how they build a clear and specific relation using a conjunction. I want to know when he will reach. So here this particular clause I want to know is independent, doesn't depend for its meaning on anybody else. So the verb here used is one finite verb, that is want. Here to know is the verb though, but to know is not a finite verb, to know is a non-finite verb. Now another we have unit when he will reach, which is a subordinate or a dependent clause, or I'll say when he will reach, and it is building a specific, because we need to know when. When is just trying to tell us more specific details about when he will reach. Now here the second part, if we are divided it into two parts, the first part is independent clause, the second part is dependent, because when I just say when he will reach there, definitely the meaning is not complete, and this particular part is dependent for its meaning on this part. Look at the second sentence. She cried a lot. Again, this particular meaning is very much clear and free in its use. Now here cried is a finite verb, it has its own finite verb. Now if I say because she had, if I divide it into because she had lost her favorite toy, because she had lost her favorite toy, if I just say this, that doesn't convey the complete thought, and to convey the complete thought we have to just connect it with the independent clause, she cried a lot. So here because is a subordinating conjunction, and this particular clause is a subordinate clause. Because she had lost her favorite toy, she cried a lot is independent clause. So that makes it a complex sentence. And the third example we have here, Meeta was playing. Now Meeta was playing again is an independent clause. It has its own verb, that is was, finite verb. And then we have while Riza was doing her homework, we divided it into two parts. While exactly showed exactly at the same time. Exactly at the same time she was doing her homework. So what makes it complete? This is independent, this is subordinate, and this independent clause is completing its meaning. So while is a subordinating conjunction, while Riza was doing her homework is a subordinate and dependent clause, Meeta was playing is an independent or main clause, which makes it a complete sentence and a complex sentence. And now all these conjunctions like when, because and while are creating a specific relation. They are actually trying to tell us more specific details about the action, because if we use and but in a compound sentence, they do not provide the specific details or specific connection with the other sentence. So that is why they are more variably used in the written communication and higher order written communication. So that's all about types of sentences: simple, compound and complex. And I'm sure that you must have understood this topic more clearly. And we have another category in types of sentences, that is compound complex sentences, which will be soon bringing before all of you. And till then, keep watching our videos and also watch our previous videos related to these, so that you can understand this concept more clearly. Thank you.
So let's look at the Quizlet which I promised you in the beginning. There are 4 sentences shown to you on the slide. Look at these 4 sentences one by one. Monalika offered me her juice. Zara was upset to see that her mother was sick. Amantika got the prize and informed her grandparents. Shaina was happy because it was her birthday. Now looking at these 4 sentences, you need to write S for simple, comp for compound and compl for complex sentences, and write that in the comment section below this video. Thank you for watching.